All right, the last thing that we are going to do with regard to circles is we are going to be given an equation that represents a circle, but it is not in center radius form. So the big challenge here is going to be to put it in x minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals r squared. Now, first thing for you to know, I will never trick you on this on the test, but I just want you aware that you know something's a circle when you've got a positive 1 in both the x squared and y squared. Okay, that's how we know we have a circle. So here is how I put this in the appropriate form. This is going to look very similar to what we did to find the vertex form of a parabola. We're going to have to do something called completing the square. So what I'm going to do is I am going to group the x's, I'm going to group the y's, and I'm going to throw the number on the other side. So here we go. I've got x squared minus 6x. I'm going to leave myself a little gap right there. Then I've got y squared plus 10y. I'm going to leave myself a little gap. And then I'm going to bring this 25 over, and I have negative 25. Okay, so now I am going to go ahead and complete the square. Now, the difference here than when we completed the square to put something in vertex form for a parabola is because the parabola was a function and we kept it in function notation, we had to add and then subtract to keep the one side of the equation in balance. Here, since this is not a function, I have both sides of the equation. That makes life a little bit easier. So here's what we've got. To complete the square, remember I take half of this value. So half of negative 6 is negative 3. And then I square negative 3, and I'm going to put a plus 9 right there. And since I've got the other side of the equation, I'm going to add 9 to the other side. That keeps it in balance. Same thing here. Half of the coefficient in front of the y is 5, and when I square 5, it's going to be 25. And then I'm going to add 25 on the right side of the equation. So here's what I get. Here's my center radius form. This is just a little bit of factoring. So what two factors of 9 add up to negative 6? Well, that's going to be x minus 3 times x minus 3. Over here, what two factors of 25 add up to 10? Well, that's going to be y plus 5 times y plus 5. And then negative 25 plus 9 plus 25, when you add all those up in your calculator, you get 9. So now we have successfully put the equation of a circle into center radius form. So now we just read off the information. The x value of the center, well, this is x minus 3. The y value of the center, well, this is y minus negative 5. Y minus negative 5 is where this plus 5 came from. And then the radius, the square root of 9, is 3. So when you are given an equation of a circle that is not in center radius form, you first have to complete the square, and then there's my information.